So these are teams that are projected to make the playoffs, win the division, and have a first round bye. So it looks like the Patriots and Bills, automatic lock. Sadly, making the playoffs this year. First round bye. The Patriots are most likely to get. Actually, yeah, Patriots are most likely. But the Buffalo Bills, but the Patriots also can win the division. Meanwhile, the Dolphins and Jets, sadly, no chance of making the playoffs. Now with the now we got the Eagles, Cowboys, Commandos, and Giants. The NFC East, and the Eagles got it completely locked up. This is just locked up. The Eagles, 98%, they're also going to win the division and making the playoffs. The Cowboys do have a chance to make the playoffs, probably not. The Commandos, their season's over, and the Giants, well, they're the Giants, so they're not gonna do anything. Now we got the AFC North, and this is actually close, and I'm shocked that the Cincinnati Bengals have absolutely no chance of winning the division or going to the playoffs compared to the Browns, who actually has a chance, a 1% chance. I think that's a little interesting. Plus, also the Ravens and Browns have the same exact, the Ravens and the Bengals have the same exact record, or the same amount of wins, and yet the Ravens, they have a more likely chance of making the playoffs and even winning the division over the Steelers. This is interesting. But let's see. I guess the Ravens do have an easy schedule, and the Bengals, well, they got a difficult schedule. Now we got the AFC South, and the Colts automatically locked up the division plus the playoff spot. Looks like the Texans ain't going to three-peat. The Jaguars do have a chance of making the playoffs, but the division, yeah, let's go to the Colts. Meanwhile, the Texans and Titans have absolutely no chance at all. Now we got the AFC West. We got the Broncos. They might actually win the division this year. Over the Chiefs. Meanwhile, the Chiefs have the 3% chance of having a first round bye. But all three of these teams are probably going to make the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Raiders, yeah, they're not even going to make it. They're not going to do anything. Now we got the NFC North. Well, they're giving the Packers the chance to win the division. I still think I'll take the Lions to win the division. But both teams, Lions and Packers, are making the playoffs. Potentially, the Bears and Vikings could potentially make it too. And then the NFC South is dominated by the Buccaneers. But the Panthers do have a chance of making the playoffs. But the Buccaneers dominate. They're going to win the division and probably have a first round bye. They also dominate that. And then we have the NFC West. Well, all three of these teams, the 49ers, Seahawks, and Rams, are going to go to the playoffs. But who's going to win the division? They're saying the Rams with a high percent chance, but I might take the Seahawks. The Seahawks are very hot right now. And yeah, these are my divisions. And also, I forgot about the Cardinals. They're not doing anything. So yeah, these are all my divisions. Of the chance of making the playoffs is usually my monthly check. Well, not my monthly check-in, but in December I'm probably going to do it. And probably in December I'm going to do one last one. See how the division standings go. Anyways.